Master of Sass, the riddle's answer. Irene was sparring with Cole as she tried to puzzle out the answer. He said it was simple, she muttered. Maybe we're overthinking it. She ducked a punch. Anyone got an answer to this riddle? Cole asked. It can't be that hard, Jay said. What's the best way to defeat your enemy? Kai called, Zane, you're smart. What is it? Zane answered, I do not know, but I sense that Sensei is going to keep us here if we don't work together and find an answer. That bothers me, Cole said as he jumped to avoid Irene's leg sweep. Because while we're here working, that means the enemy is playing. He grabbed Irene's foot as she tried to kick his head and flipped her over his shoulder. She landed in a crouch to absorb the impact. I need to turn my brain off for a bit, she said. Sometimes it hits when I'm not thinking about it. Irene walked over to a punching bag and started striking it rhythmically. 2 punches, then a kick. Punch, punch, kick. Punch, punch, kick. The boys joined in on the rhythm, Cole and Kai smacking 2 staves together and on the deck. Jay and Zane followed with clapping and stomping. That's it, Cole yelled. Teamwork. They all stopped the beat. Teamwork is the answer, he crowed. Let's go tell Sensei, Kai said. They found Sensei in his room, writing on a scroll. He looked up. Oh, he said. You must have found the answer to what is the best way to defeat an enemy. We have, Sensei, Cole declared. It's on 3, guys. 1, 2, teamwork, they all yelled at the same time. Is this what you all think? Sensei asked. They all nodded. Sadly, you are all wrong, he told them, and went back to his scroll. The ninja groaned loudly. As they walked out, Cole said, I'm starting to think that whoever figures out this riddle can be the green ninja for all I care. An alarm started going off. What's that? Jay shouted. Who cares? It's something else besides training, Kai replied as the ninja all ran to the bridge. As they entered the bridge, Kai said, Break it down for me, sis. Nia explained, Lloyd and a Serpentine have taken over Darkley's boarding school for bad boys. That place is a cesspool for the crooked and the misbehaved, Jay declared. They still need our help, Irene reminded. Let's go. Zane pressed the button and the bounty flew off toward Darkley's. The ship hovered in the clouds above the school. Looks quiet down there, Zane commented, peering over the railing. Should we infiltrate using stealth? Kai shook his head. We've done that. What about using our golden weapons that turn into vehicles? I'm still working out the kinks on that, Cole said, fiddling with the treadle. Anyone have any other good ideas? Irene asked. She then noted the look in Jay's electric blue eyes. Well, I have one idea, but you guys gotta trust me, he said. Oh, I don't think I like the sound of this, Kai moaned. Irene completely agreed. Jay, I don't know about this, Kai said nervously as they all clung tightly to the anchor. If your idea kills us, I'm gonna kill you, Irene promised darkly. Just hold on tight, Jay told them, then waved to Nia. The anchor dropped. I hate you, Jay! Irene screamed as they fell. They crashed through the roof all the way down to the first floor. As the dust settled, Cole said, Okay, let's agree to never do that again. Irene added, and the next one who suggests it gets pounded. They turned to see a bunch of little boys tied up and 2 skeletons hanging from the ceiling with their mouths taped shut. Cole brandished his scythe and the kids screamed as if they were facing the Grim Reaper. Not too far off on that comparison, Irene said to herself. Cole simply cut the children loose and they ran out. Stay out of school, kids, Cole called after them. He faced the 2 skeletons. Well, 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 Cruncha and Knuckle. Substitute teachers, eh? He said. If we cut you down, we better not catch you hanging around in Jago again, or else. The 2 skeletons were nodding vigorously, and Cole cut them down. They slammed into each other a couple times, then ran out. Irene rolled her mismatched eyes. He's on the top floor, Kai declared, pointing up. Let's get him. They all yelled, Ninja, go! Kai and Zane spinjitsu'd their way up the stairs. Cole started climbing the anchor chain, and Jay and Irene took the elevator. And cue the classic elevator music, Irene thought as music sounded from the speakers. She nudged Jay, who was almost falling asleep. The elevator doors opened, and she and Jay leaped out and saw Cole lying there in a cloud of dust, coughing. "He's got a serpentine with him. Watch out for booby traps," he choked out. Jay's eyes widened. "That's one big snake," he said, pointing to the purplish snake tail slithering out the door. "That's the one from my dream," Irene exclaimed. They ran after the serpentine. They followed him to the roof. The snake tried to block the trapdoor with a big piece of wood, but Jay burst out onto the roof. "Shocked to see me?" he taunted, brandishing his nunchucks. Irene came up through the trapdoor. "Really? That's the line you go with?" she sassed. She turned to Lloyd. "What did I tell you about staying out of trouble?" "Do something," Lloyd cried to the snake. He did something, all right. He took an ancient-looking map from Lloyd's pocket. What are you doing?" Lloyd stammered. "I thought you were my friend." "All you wanted was to make the serpentine your slaves," the snake snarled. "Well, sorry, my dear boy. I have other plans." He chuckled as he disappeared right before their eyes. Jay started to approach the little boy. "Go easy, Jay. He's just a kid," Irene warned. "A wannabe emo kid, but still a kid." Lloyd was really panicking, seeing no way out. The bounty pulled up to the roof, and Nia and Sensei jumped out. Cole, Kai, and Zane joined them on the roof. "Lloyd Montgomery Garmadon, you come here right now," Sensei demanded. "I got him," Jay said, picking Lloyd up and putting him over his shoulder. Lloyd protested loudly. "What should we do with him?" Cole asked. "Wash his mouth out with soap for a year," Kai suggested. "Ground him indefinitely?" Zane said. "Have him sit in a corner for a century?" "I know exactly what we must do," Wu said. Lloyd gulped. "And that is why Jack the Rabbit never trusts a snake," Wu read, closing the book. The end. Lloyd yawned. "If my dad hadn't read me that book, I would never have made that mistake," he said. "I'm sorry, Uncle." Wu tucked him in. "You do not need to apologize. I am sure that if your father was still here, it would be the first book he'd read," he replied. "Good night, nephew. Sweet dreams." Lloyd yawned again. "Good night, Uncle." Wu left the room and found all 5 of his students on the deck. "I don't get it, Sensei," Kai said. "Yeah, why isn't the little brat getting punished?" Jay complained. "Yeah, we had to train all day and he gets read a bedtime story? It's not fair," Cole exclaimed. You're right, I nearly forgot," Wu said, turning to them. "Why are you not still training? Did you find the answer to the riddle?" Kai sighed. "No, Sensei. We still don't know what the best way to defeat your enemy is." "Wait," Irene said. The boys turned to her. "Do you have the answer?" Zane asked. She nodded. "I just realized that the best way to defeat your enemy is to make them your friend," she announced. Wu nodded, indicating that she was correct. They all peeked in on Lloyd and saw him sleeping peacefully. Irene smiled to herself. "That kid is more special than we think."